My name is Riddy K, aka Richard King. The name of our group is Dirthead. My older brother chose that name because it's a three-person group. He's going out with this girl and she broke up with him and he was just like, why? You know, why did you break up with me? He just wanted to know why, and she was just like, well, it's because you're a dirthead. And that term stuck in his head. Just because I'm like poor or whatever, you think I'm this dirthead. You know, he's a good guy. So he's like, oh, I'm a dirthead, huh? And then later, years later, it just popped in his head when we were thinking of names, and he liked it. Our music is about our lives, basically. We have fun with it too, because we're funny people in real life. We just write what's in our minds and what we see in our life. So it's all organic. There's nothing outside, like money or cars or anything that influences us to write about, anything like that. It's our lives and what we see around us. That's why it may come off a little raw and dirty, but that's because that's what we're surrounded by, so that's what we talk about. And we don't necessarily glamorize anything, we just speak the truth about it. A lot of people can relate, because a lot of people are from the dirt too, just like us. I think people can relate to our music because, yeah, it's about real life. It's about what they see too, because everybody sees it. You know, some people don't want to talk about it because it's not like, oh, yeah, that's cool, let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about this tweaked out guy on the corner over here. Like, that's not cool, but it's reality and people need to know, because some people don't know. Some people overlook it or just have never been exposed to it at all. It's basically an epidemic, so somebody needs to speak on it at some point. And against it, not for it. Over the years, we have seen an increase in the support and recognition and just people knowing who we are and hearing the music. We've also lost support from certain people just because that's how it is. It's nice to see that we can actually pack a show or have fans show up that genuinely want to see our show. It'd be like trying to turn in your art, you know, like if you painted a picture and you're like, you want people to see it, oh, I want to show this to somebody, and then boom, you're showing it. So you're like, yeah, it's going good, like people like it, hell yeah, and if people don't, you're kind of like, oh shit, you know. So it affects depending on the crowd even. If the crowd loves it, the energy is amazing. It just feels like adrenaline pump, happiness. Actually, there was a time in Lakers and Belly, a heckler, so some drunk guy comes in late at night, you know, towards the end, and it's always the same thing, you guys suck! Shut up, get off the stage, you know, it's always the same thing that a heckler does. When people do stuff like that and heckle us on stage, obviously it does get under your skin. You haven't even heard a song yet, you just come in talking shit. That is kind of like whatever. But if somebody's out there and truly just really thinks you suck, then first off I would say, what the hell are you doing there? Because we're performing a show, so if you think we suck, why are you in the crowd? I don't know, it's just disrespect, you know? Like, I don't care if you don't like my music, but you don't know me as a person, and if you don't like somebody's drawing, you don't have to be like, man, you fucking suck, you should never paint again, dude, just get the hell out of here. Like, what the hell are you doing? If I ever see you with a paintbrush, I'm gonna knock you out. I think they're more jealous than anything that and they're not. And they're like, well, fuck you, man. Hecklers are funny at the end of the day. It comes with the job. Something you gotta be able to handle. People talking shit and hating and criticizing you. Just wanna say, thank you to everybody out there that does support us. And anybody that's seeing this, still look us up, www.dirthead.biz, that's B-I-Z. We have an album out right now, Head Trip, and we have the new album coming, my EP, Chronicles of Riddick, on 4/20/2014. Check us out, we're local.